got a walk down move for you today. This is Jada on piano, where we make music make sense. And we're going to talk about a walk down move. I played it there right here at the beginning. And that was I Love You, Lord, Today, the song. But we're going to take some time to kind of, just a little bit of time to go through this move. But here's what I did right here at the beginning. Okay, obviously I'm in E flat major. Oh, you guys see my key. Hold on. Okay, I changed that to my key to C right there, just so all of the accidentals will show up, because I think I'm going to try to go through a couple of different keys here, and so I don't want it to be set to one in particular. This is kind of the default key. Anyway, I'm in E flat when I was playing, but the move again, that's how I'm setting up right there, right? And it led us to the A flat. Well, here's what I want to get at. We can do a walk down that's both in a major key and a walk down in the minor key. Watch me, or walk down to a major chord or walk down to a minor chord using the same kind of format. Check this out. That was to the E flat major. Watch this right here. So same move type structure, but instead that time it took me to the E flat minor chord, which in this case was the 2 in D flat instead of the 1 in E flat. So what happened? Let's look at the left hand really quick so you can see what I'm saying about major and minor. And look at the right hand as well. But when I did the first one, we had this here. So if you look at that, the major chord is hidden in here. We hit all these little parts right here, right? But then for the minor one, we hit this right here. Notice the minor chord is hidden right in there. You see that? So we hit the chord in our little walk down before we even got to it. What does the right hand look like? First one, going to the major chord. Notice we are going from the 5th of the key to the 3rd, but the major chord is also here. You see that? In our chord. This is in the major key, right? So we played all notes in the major key, but when we went to the minor key, check this out. Well, it's got the minor chord in there too. So both of them typecast the chord we're going to. Let me play them together slowly. And each move starts on a single note and then branches out, and it's going in opposite directions, the motion. Right? We're there. That was the minor one. Notice that 3rd note makes the difference. See that? We know here on the right hand before we know on the left hand. So we don't know yet which one it is, but here we do. See that? So right there. But then on the 4th note going down, we know. If it's major, we go there. If it's minor, we go there. What am I saying again? Let me see. How about to start Alpha and Omega? I just used it to get to the third note of the chord, okay? Or the third of the major chord there. See that? So I'm in E flat, so that's how I used it to get to my E flat chord. If I were, let's see, the one going to the minor chord can give you more of an intro type movement because it's going to something that can set you up as opposed to perhaps starting the song. When I went here, I kind of started the song initially. Let's go. Well, yeah, I was going to say to see if I want to go here to the 2, but no, because we kept walking it down. Right? So, to the minor again. And notice, obviously, the notes that are diatonic, not only to the chord, but the key that you're going to be in as well. Right? Right? Something really simple like that. That's just going to the 2. But the same thing, if you're in the middle of a song, you can go to that 2 as well. Let me see. Let's try it. Going to Amazing Grace. Let's see. To the end. What do I want to do? So. I'm thinking about the end. Let me do the song. Okay, we're here. So instead of hitting it there, you can do the whole move. Right? So after thinking that through, yeah, I'm always thinking through what I'm playing, and hopefully it's already fluent instead of, yeah. Anyway, as we keep pushing, when I'm looking at that whole thing there, I was thinking about, well, what places can I go to the 2? And that's why I said near the end of the song. When you're thinking about your playing, obviously, this is a move that I actually just came across. Well, I knew the minor one already, right? But I came across the major as well, and I was like, oh, that's the difference between the 2. It had never even occurred to me to think about it before, so that's why I'm showing you both at the same time. So you've got both. And notice when I played I Love You, Lord, Today the first time, I did the move off of here, but I also did right in the middle a shortened version. Right? That's what I did going there. If you did the whole thing, see that? We would go to the F minor. But if I did the whole thing, but see, I cut it off at the F. So, we had a couple of versions here. Sorry, wrong one. Right? Either there or here. But we can go to all the way. To get to that minor as well. But we could have went major as well. Let me see. See that? Going major. So, but I only did half of it to go right there. Let me see. Let's do that again. here we are, we're here. And then I want to go to a major chord. So let's take that one. We can do it like that, but the half one sounds better. Right? So we've got both of those in there. Notice you didn't just have to use one per key, because I just, like I said, use that half one. But you also could use this one here all the way to the 2 in the key of E flat. Right? So it gives us a little bit of variety to get both of those in there. Another thing you can be thinking about when you're doing this, you know, I was changing the feel more than anything. You know, if you're in the feel of 6, like a 3/4, a 6/8, you can get that in there really easily for that style, is what I'm really getting at. For that kind of traditional style, that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying you can get that in there. Right? So yeah, I just wanted to give you a couple of those moves. I just did it in, I'm gonna say not in the keys, but off of the note that they're off of, because one went to D flat, the other went to the E flat. So we did it off of the B flat. We did it off of the C just now as well. Let's choose another one so we can build them. Now that we know a little bit more about using them, and then, you know, you'll be off on your ways to be able to work it out. How about we use this D right here. All right, I'm going to take this. Let's build one. We're going to build from the note D. Just taking the note D. Now, a couple of ways to figure out if you're on the fly and you haven't learned all of them yet. All you're doing is, first of all, the note that you start on is the 5th of whatever note you're going to end on. So in this case, we know that we're going to end on, we know D is the 5th of G. So we're going to end on G, both for the major one. So we're going to be in G major. And then we know we're going to end on the G for a G minor chord, which is the 2. So we're going to be in F major for those 2. If I hit the F, we know this is the 5 of B flat. So we know B flat major, and we know A flat major. But let's go back here. Here we go. The first notes are always going to be the same. This, and then let's go to we're going to go to the 1. So G major. This is what this is going to look like. Right? And in the key of G major, we know we have an F sharp, so we need this. There's our G major. Now, for G minor chord, we know we need a B flat in that key for G minor chord, and we know we need an F, so that's what we're going to have. See that? There we go. So we did that to the G. We talked about the F just a second ago. Let's do that one. We know we're going to B flat major and then also A flat major. If we're going to go to the B flat major, see that? If we go to the A flat, we need to because we're going to go to a B flat minor chord this time, so we know we need the or the B flat minor chord. Sorry. So we need this D flat in there, and let's go. See that? And particularly, we went to B flat minor 7, so we hit that note as well. Right? So we have both of those as our options. So now you've seen me use this chord. We went through how to get to it in both the key of E flat, or on the B flat note. On the D note, we figured it out. On the F note, we figured it out. On the C, we figured it out as well. So you have all three of those elements that we use to figure this out, and the places you can go. I went to a major chord and I went to a minor chord, but most obvious spaces are going to the root of the key and going to the 2 chord. But I also, going to the 2 chord. I also did a half one when I went to the 2 chord, but the 2 chord was major or dominant in that case. When we did this, right, that was a half one. And so we did that going to a major 2 chord. See that? Or a dominant 2 chord is what it really is. So you've got a couple of options there, a couple of things to use, but I wanted to give you something really quickly to be able to put in your plan today. If you started with just the E flat, you've got it, but you know how to figure it out. If you need it for another key, you've got it with a couple of examples. So take this, use this, fill up those gaps going to the 1, to the root, or fill up those gaps going to the 2 chord. Possibly you could also use it to the 6, but you can experiment with 1 instead, and then your half chords, or half walk down. That's what I want to call it there. Anyway, you guys take care, and we will talk later. Take care.